I don't know how we keep managing it, but we are back for yet another episode of the Charlie Foxtrot. Sensational, I know, but before we get into anything important, I thought it best to plug our social media. Like us on Facebook at Pajama NZ, follow us on Twitter at Pajama NZ, follow us on Instagram at Pajama, on our website at pajama.co.nz, and on our YouTube at youtube.com/Pajama NZ. I know you're going to like the shit out of us everywhere, just like you like listening to our beautiful voices. So without further ado, we've got something special lined up for you today. It's something new, it's exciting, we're thinking out of the box just like our primary school teachers told us. So enough with all the lollygagging, let's just hurry up and get right into it. This is a special episode. It's going to require something from you to get the full experience. We are, in fact, going to watch a movie together, but not just any movie. A movie that is The Room before The Room came around. A movie so bad that is considered the worst of all time. I was doing some Googling on the internet the other day, as you do, trying to find something to watch on Netflix, the ever-ending mission that it is, and I came across an article detailing the worst movies on Netflix, and ergo the worst movies of all time, and one caught my attention. It is called Troll 2. It was at the very, very top of the list. It is not the movie Trolls, the kids one. It is much worse than that. It is considered to be The Room before The Room existed. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to watch the film, I'm going to make fun of it, and we're going to give you the highlights. Also probably going to give you the full track without the background noise so you can watch along too and experience 1.5 hours of torture with me. Before we get into the film, I just thought I'd reiterate why I found this one interesting. And there were two reasons that I chose it. I tried to stay as spoiler-free as possible to truly enjoy it, but the first reason was that even though the movie's called Troll 2, it doesn't actually involve any trolls. So I thought that's actually amazing. You know, the play on words, quite outstanding. And the second of which is that it involves veganism. So I thought, what better than a podcast, an episode, where we rip into vegans for 1.5 hours and you do it with me, and my God, it's just going to be sensational. So let's just hurry up and get into it. The movie is officially playing. I've been procrastinating this the whole day. So let's see how it turns out. Okay, so I told a lie. There are actually appeared to be trolls in this. So, well, actually, I didn't lie. The person on the internet I got the random piece of information from lied. But then this is also apparently a dream, so we're about a minute in and I'm already extremely confused. My sort of expectation barrier in terms of what I will enjoy is quite low. So I'd say there's about a 0.99% chance I'm going to enjoy this. But so far we've had Ewoks chasing Luke Skywalker in a forest, followed by ominous sounds from Darth Vader. So this is really just episode 9. Oh my God, it is about veganism. They turn the bloke, well, Luke Skywalker I'm calling him, into a plant so they can eat him. And that's what they eat because they're vegans. This is just a real life story. This is what vegans actually do. She's going hard on that bench press. She is still going. You never interrupt someone when they're trying to get their gains. What an absolute dickhead, honestly. It's not because he snuck into her house, but because she was in the middle of probably a world record bench press set. She'd been going for 5-10 minutes, and he just fucked it up. And he just screwed it up for her. And now they're okay. He just broke into your house, met you for the first time, and now you're in a couple. This is ridiculous. That kid's just like, what family have I got myself into? I've inherited shit from my dad. My sister's a nutcase. My parents don't have normal vocabularies. And now all of a sudden he's a pop singer. I'm speechless. And we have another 1 hour and 20 minutes to go. Now the kid's turning into a plant. The whole plot of this movie is that people turn into plants so the vegans can eat them. This is really just the vegans' plan for world domination. I imagine this is what my reaction would be like if someone told me I had to be a vegan. I would have trees going out of my stomach, leaves growing out of my hands, and Nickelodeon slime profusely pouring out of my forehead. Yeah, I would second guess renting a camper van and spending my life savings too. But you know, hey, teenagers will be teenagers. It's just a town of demonic vegans. Are these Amish vegans now? It's going to be a cheese board, a platter of different types of vegans. Amish vegans, demonic vegans, goblin vegans, vegans who are being forced to be vegans. This kid is on a plot to save the entire world, and quite frankly, I'm rooting for him. It's like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but instead of, you know, a multiple array of different superheroes and quite a lovable character, it is an illiterate dipwit of a kid trying to save his family who are even more dipwits. While he's getting visions from a grandpa that his father also got about demonic vegans. Now it's turned into click because time's frozen. Adam Sandler's gonna come walking into the room and give some spiel about vegans, some comedic stand-up about vegans and how they're destroying the earth. If someone fed me corn with a layer of green on top, I would probably second guess myself. You know, I would think I would end up eating it, but I would seriously think hard about whether I should actually eat it or not. Because where I come from in New Zealand, in a country town of Morrinsville, a green layer, not only on top of corn, but on top of anything, is ridiculous. God, I can't even afford to laugh at that. If you're not watching the movie, if you didn't gather what happened from what they're saying, in order to save the world from vegans, the kid stood up on a chair and pissed all over the food. Look, if I was the kid, I would have been smart about this and ran away instantly as if I was a chicken getting chased by Ronald McDonald. But you're just asking for trouble. I'm waiting for Tommy Wiseau to pop out and be the leader of the goblins, because that would bring everything in the world of bad movies full circle. Look, I don't care if it's not humanly possible, nothing in this movie is humanly possible. So to me, anything can and will happen. I mean, they kind of had it coming though, because why in your right mind would you ever drink that? Like, you can physically, just by looking at it, tell that it's slime. Like, you just have to look inside the cup. I don't care if your neck is sore, look down and look inside the damn cup. Like, for God's sake, the thing is profusely smoking. First of all, bad for your health. Second of all, dubious situation you're in. Third of all, very, very creepy. You're just adding, I can't even comprehend that. Why can't we do this in science class, world? Why is this not a part of it? It's a part of life. It's one of the many miracles that life has to offer. When I first read that this was about vegans, I did not expect it to be about vegan goblins who turn people into plants so they can eat them, and that's the whole premise of this movie. I'm not sure if it's a horror movie, I'm not sure if it's a thriller. Quite frankly, I'm not even sure you could call it a movie. The father's going to be the first to die, I'm calling it. Here's my prediction for the order they die. The father number 1, the mother number 2, the daughter number 3, and the boy number 4. Actually, I think the boy lives. Either the boy lives or he's the first to die, and I need a solid prediction. Father 1, wife 2, daughter 3, kid 4, but he might not die. But assuming they all die, that's the order. Never trust a vegan cop, son. Never trust a vegan cop. One of the many, many, many mottos to life you need to obey. Never trust a vegan cop. I mean, you're going to know if they're vegan straight away because that will be the first thing they tell you. Unless you're a demonic vegan. But never trust a vegan cop. One thing I've learned in life is never to trust a vegan cop. He's planted. That's my new term for people who turns into plants. Planted. Very original, I know. It works on many different levels. I mean, I'll explain it for you, because planted, it means a plant's been planted, but then he's also becoming a plant, so you can also say that he got planted, because sort of he became a plant, and that's sort of how the process of becoming a plant works. So, you know, it works on multiple levels, and that's just the element I bring to comedy. That's what happens when there's only 26 people in a town. You can only do so much. You just got to wait and be patient. He's right. The first logical thing the father has said. All movie. All movie. I mean, he's failing as a father, but at least that was logical. Oh my god, I didn't even realise that. This movie works on so many levels like my comedy. It's goblins spelled backwards. Oh my god. How could they have not realised that? Again, this isn't sarcasm, I actually didn't realise that. Oh my god. Demonic hamburgers. McDonald's, KFC. Disgraceful. Just absolutely disgraceful. We need goblins to get rid of them. That is our solution to getting rid of meat. Just goblins. Demonic goblins. This is the origin story of Groot. This is how Groot came to be. Wait for it. Batista's gonna come storming in and save the day. If someone gave this to me as a housewarming gift, I would be slightly creeped out.
What's wrong? Why did you stop? I don't feel so good.
I mean, I'd be appreciative, you know, a lot of thought and hard work's gone into this gift.
We can get out of this nightmare.
But I would also still be a little bit creeped out. Waking up to a protein plant smoothie. All natural, like it. He's got his gym routine down. He just needs to take some pointers of how to do bench presses from that chick.
What a pleasure to see you again.
That kid has had a heck of an arc in this movie. He went from getting into a relationship because he climbed a new window to being demonized and deported from the family because he didn't show up and was late, to being told he is hated by the dad because he doesn't like late people, to now officially being a part of the family. All in the space of what, 50 minutes, an hour? Kid's got some stuff. He's got some potential, some untapped potential. I mean, the food actually does look good, so they've done a good job on that front. They had a pretty high catering budget. This probably did actually also double as the real catering for the movie. I feel like swapping their roles with the older guy lighting the dangerous fire and the other kid just causing confusion would be better suited, because the kid currently throughout this entire movie has been really good at causing confusion, especially in me. So I think he's more suited to that role, sort of take advantage of his skills. And the older guy, I probably trust more him to light on fire a bottle filled with gasoline or propane or whatever it is. Just my 2 cents on the situation. I'm no firefighter, but sort of that's how I think this situation would work most effectively. He's an old Taylor Lautner from Twilight. If Taylor Lautner was a 50-year-old vegan, that would be him. Straight up, not lying, 100%. This is Taylor Lautner in another pastime. They're going to get eaten alive by wind. That's how they die. I told you that would work better if he lit the fire. Look what happened, now he's on fire. Literally. What literally? You've got a whole retirement village after you now. You're absolutely screwed. There's no way you're getting out of this. The local bridge club is after you now. You've gone and done it. You have gone and done it, family. I think they might have had a malfunction with the corn machine. Wasn't quite a normal amount of corn. And now they're legitimately having assailants. Like, what normal family actually knows how to have assailants? Like, I get it if they were witches or some shit, but just a normal family?
Concentrate hard. I knew you wouldn't leave us, Grandpa.
Oh, this whole movie's been a lie. I just realized something very important. The old guy is not the father's father, it's the mother's father. Alright. That was pretty cool.
Joshua's alone right now.
That effect,
Let's go.
that screen effect probably cost the whole movie budget.
Grandpa?
Because by the looks of it, they didn't spend much money on anything else.
Something has happened now, Joshua.
She's hangry. That's the whole problem behind them. They're just hangry. Okay, that's confusing. She wanted one apple, but she grabbed the whole bowl out of the fridge.
20 years.
Again, this family does my head in. I just don't understand them. Put the fridges back in the... Put, oh, now I can't even speak properly. Put the damn apples back in the damn fridge. Oh shit. Oh shit. She's gone, burger. That scream very much epitomizes my entire thoughts on this movie. All I can really say is that certainly was something. I'm not quite sure what. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to sleep on it. I'll try and give some more thoughts next week. But that has been another episode of the Charlie Foxtrot, a little bit subdued. Thank you for joining me as we watched what was and ended up being the Teen Choice Awards with all that Nickelodeon slime. Thank you. Remember, like all our social medias, you know where they are. Links in the description, click them. We do lots of other things. Go enjoy being with us other places. And once again, see you, bye.